In Manhattan's Upper West Side sits a bookstore with a history that spans more than 2 decades.
Here at Book Culture 112th is the flagship store, our original location, and we've been a part of the New York academic and scholarly literary community.
But as the pandemic took hold, Book Culture was forced to close all 3 locations before gradually opening up to shorter hours, fewer staff, and a whole new reality.
Right now you'll see that there are signs kind of posted throughout the store where we're asking customers to limit their browsing to 15 minutes maximum.
Across America, bookstores underwent seismic shifts from upstate New York and Vermont.
We changed all our point of sale areas to have plexiglass and to distance, and so throughout the operation we were just rearranging how we do things, from cleaning to placement to staffing.
To Connecticut and Rhode Island.
For a couple of months, I felt like a UPS driver. I was driving around delivering books and leaving them at people's front doors. We did curbside pickup and touchless pickup and shipping.
These bookstores are the survivors. The American Booksellers Association says 62 of its 1,750 members have shut down for good, and 1 in 5 could close by the end of January.
So independent bookstores are valued because they're destinations, because you have face-to-face contact with someone and you have these relationships that are in person. And so when the pandemic hit, suddenly what made them so special was suddenly a liability.
To stay afloat, many bookstores received help from the association and the Book Industry Charitable Foundation, which provided nearly $3 million in assistance. Government disaster programs also helped.
But there was another lifeline. For months, many people stayed mostly indoors, unable to head to the bookstores or linger for long, browsing through history books or reading novels over cups of coffee at in-store cafes. But they still needed books as a means of escape without actually leaving their couches. So what did they do? They went online.
And that fed a surge in online book demand.
Our web sales were, in the double, 20,000, 25,000, and now they're 10, 15 times that.
It has increased probably 400 or 500%.
There were many months this summer where it was 98% of our sales.
To meet demand, bookstores ramped up e-commerce offerings or expanded online for the first time. And the shift is leaving an indelible mark.
I don't think there's a before and after, and then we return to the before. I think the next iteration will be the stores will have kind of hybrid models for the foreseeable future, where all of these things kind of fit together in new ways, which is exciting.
With vaccines in sight, the long-term outlook is brighter. But for many independent booksellers, survival still depends on how they'll fare in the shorter term, when this critical holiday season could make or break them. Leelington, CGTN, New York.